Hi guys, this is our instruction video for fitting the TSR EA113 oil pump billet kit with baffle system made by Pro Alloy. So you should have this pump originally in your engine, which you can remove. The reason for the kit is the often failure of these balance shafts causing the pumps to fail and lack of oil to the engine, which often starves the crank and head and damages the engine. So the new pump removes all of this completely and just runs an original style pump. From your original pump you need to remove this plastic baffle here, save that to use later, this bolt which goes down on the top in here, take that one out, and these two dowels which are found underneath the pump. So if we put this one to one side, I'm going to get rid of that. We've got the parts we need. Okay, so first things first, this 5mm hex bolt here needs to be removed. This is put in there just for transportation to hold the pump unit together. There's a 10mm nut underneath as well. We take that off. We take those away and we don't need this one. Next thing we're going to do is flip the pump over. If we take our two smaller seals, the larger one goes in here and the smaller one in here. We're ready to take it over to the block now. If we take the two dowels that we took out the original pump, we're going to put those in the block. Makes it easier for fitting this down. Okay, so this is a 2-litre TFSI engine that we're in the middle of building. We've already pre-installed the chain on this one, ready. Obviously this cover needs to come off to do that. The dowels are pre-installed as well here and here, and we're ready to go with the pump. Right, so we're back with the pump now in place in the engine. We're going to first of all put the pulley onto the chain. It's the easiest way to get that on there. This back is onto the oil pump. Put it on the chain and get it somewhere near with the keyway, because we're going to put the keyway in later on. We can turn the engine over and line that up, and then we'll just tap that in. So we tilt the pump and slip that on. Then we've just got to line it back into the dowels, just drop it down. So that's on now there, and we'll put the keyway in later. Okay, so now we're ready to install our baffle plate. To get this in, we need to remove this bolt here out of the pump and this one that's securing the plate down. Each of these bolts comes with a small amount of Loctite from the factory, so if you just clean that off, and then before reinstalling it, just apply a small amount back onto the thread. Any of the bolts that we're using in this, put a small amount of Loctite on them. So then we take the baffle plate, just slips in under there. This is basically to keep the oil here, so the oil can't get this way. When you're cornering hard, the oil will stop against here and the plates keep it in, but the oil can come back in when you corner the other way. It lets oil back in and the pump's picking up from here. So you've constantly got a good oil supply to the pump. We drop those bolts back in. Again, like I said, a little bit of Loctite on those first. So then we take our remainder of our shorter bolts, a washer here supplied with these, drop each of these in, just to secure it down. tighten all these up. That's the whole plate all secured into the engine then. Okay, with this all bolted down, we've now got the last few stages to do and we're almost finished. So this final seal that you've got left, you just grease this one up, a little bit of grease on there, pops into that hole, that seals the neck to the pump. I'm not going to use this seal now for the video because I don't want to pinch it or break it. Drop that there. So we just push the neck in there. We use the original bolt that came out of the original oil pump on there, which will be this one here. This is a retaining plate for the baffle system, just stops under force of the oil, stops this from moving. We screw that one into there. Tighten all that up. So that's all in, baffle's all secure. We now remove this bolt here. That allows us to fit this, which was the original plastic piece that we kept earlier. Slots in, there's a cutout in the pump for this, drops onto the original location and puts down there. That bolt goes back in. The two gold coloured bolts that we had in the kit drops in to screw that into the pump. So with all this tightened down, the only job we should have left is to put the keyway into here and secure the sprocket to the pump using this bolt and washer. So you can adjust the oil pressure in here. These pumps do already come set up for what we would recommend for fast road and race use. So you shouldn't need to touch that, but we do advise putting an oil pressure gauge on there to the engine to see what pressure you've got, and you can adjust it if you so desire.